Hi, welcome back to Normski TV, another Transfer Daily. And yeah, we're talking about transfers and who's likely to be coming in. And you all know the good news with regards to Gabriel Magalhaes that hopefully he'll be flying over tomorrow to sign the deal. But before I go into talking about Gabriel again, we are going to talk about a player that Arsenal have been linked with, and coming out of the Sunday Mail. That's Bayern Munich's Thiago Alcantara, who is currently plying his trade at Bayern Munich. He's 29 years old. He's got 1 year left on his contract, and you know, he wants to come to the Premier League. I know Liverpool are very much interested in him. You know, they've been linked with him for quite a while, but it looks like now Arsenal have thrown their hat into the ring. The only question is that Arsenal are saying that the price that Bayern Munich want is £23 million, which Arsenal are basically coming out and saying, could you lower that price? Now, whether Bayern Munich are going to do that or not, I don't know. The fact is, he's 29 years old. Arsenal don't feel that he's worth that. I mean, he's a very good player, plays in that central midfielder in the 8 role, can kick with both feet. And he's a good player. You know, he's been with Bayern Munich since 2013, and you know, he's. I mean, if you just looking at his stats, he's played 233 games for them, scoring 31 goals and 37 assists. And yeah, he was injured recently before the post-lockdown. And then after he had to have I think surgery on his groin. He did play in the semi-finals of Champions League. I think he came on for, I think he was on for about 82 minutes. Obviously they beat Lyon in that 3-0 win to get them into the finals of the Champions League, and they're playing currently. They will be playing later on this evening. And yeah, Liverpool have been linked with him, but as I said, Arsenal have thrown their hat into the ring. And you know, he could do a job for Arsenal. I believe that he could do a job for Arsenal. But do we want to be going for a guy of that age? I know we spoke about this. Arsenal have been linked with Usman Awara from Lyon, who's a lot younger. I believe he's about 22, 23. Fantastic player. You know, we tried to go in with a bid of 44 million plus Wendozi. That got swiftly rejected. I think, you know, they're looking for cash, and I think I think after his Champions League exploits, they're looking at 54 million, or that's what they're actually pricing him at now, or valuing him at now, 54 million pounds. And it's funny that, you know, we were going for a 44 million pound bid. And I'm thinking, well, why do we want to lower our price? And I get it. It's because Thiago is much older and there's probably no resale value for him. But I think just the way, okay, we bought Willian, and you know, we're paying him £100,000 a week on a 3-year deal with a possibility of an extension. Why not chance it? What do you think? Do you think that Arsenal are trying to drive a hard bargain, or do you think they should pay the price, getting in? I know Arteta is trying to build the team, rebuild the team, and you know, he's got a mixture of youth and experience in the club, and I think Thiago will definitely bring that to the club. But the only thing is that Arsenal don't want to pay that £23 million. Now, Liverpool are in the same boat. They don't feel that he's worth that. Could it end up being that Bayern Munich will say, well, okay, this there looks like there could be possibly a bargaining war between Liverpool and Arsenal, which will possibly, I'm not going to say drive up the price, but do you know what I mean? If there's going to be a bidding war, it's who's going to win out there. Now, would Thiago want to come and play Europa, or, you know, he's been playing Champions League for God knows how long. I think he's won something like 6 or 7 Champions Leagues. No, not 6 or 7 Champions League. He's 6 or 7 Bundesliga medals, and I think Champions League is won that. I can't remember how many times he's won that. A couple of times, 3 or 4 times he's won that. So, you know, he's and I think that's when I think he used to play for Barcelona as well. So he's a very good player, very, very good player. And I don't know what you feel, guys. Do you think it's somebody that you would make our team better? Do you think Arsenal should go and pay the £23 million, or should they opt and go for the likes of Usamawara, who's playing for Lyon, and pay that £54 million, whatever it is? I know we've got a lot of business to do in terms of outgoings, and that is what Arsenal really need to be concentrating. So the deal is that it seems as if Arsenal are throwing their hat in for Alcantara, and you never know. Let's just keep watching this space. As I said, we are doing it now, starting to do a lot of business now, which is good news, and hopefully we might hear some more on this. But at the moment, it seems as if it sounds like it's speculation, but when I'm saying speculation in terms of Arsenal, showing their interest in there, we'll just have to wait and see concerning that. Right, let's get on to the main man himself, and that's Gabriel. They're talking about Gabriel rejecting a larger deal from Manchester United, and obviously he's gone and chosen Arsenal. It seems as if Man United had tried to offer him a better wage, but I believe the influence is Arteta. I think he himself rang him up personally and spoke to him, and he probably was blown away by what Arteta had to say. And it looks as if he's decided that he is going to be coming to the Arsenal. There's talk of him flying over with his representatives. I think his representatives are coming from Brazil, and they will be flying over tomorrow, Monday, to complete the deal and sign the deal. Fabrizio Maurizio, he has confirmed that that it is a done deal, and that it's just a case of him flying over and signing the deal. Now, I talked about his medical. At the moment, I'm not too sure whether he's had his medical or not. There's so much conflicting stories, but the word is that he is flying over to sign the deal, and I'm assuming he will probably then take his medical as well. Brazil-based journalist Vinícius Forlan, who reportedly has close links to the Gabriel camp, claims the player actually turned down the money from Manchester United. Obviously, they made a big late push for the transfer, but the defender preferred the project presented by Mikel Arteta. And at the moment, there is the process that Mikel Arteta is trying to do to build this club again. It's great news. This has just been going on and on. 1 minute, he's making a choice. He's not too sure. He was waiting. Napoli was asking to wait. Man United came in at that late, a late stage of the actual contractual dealings and everything. But it seems as if now we have locked in, sealed the deal, and it's just about him coming over tomorrow, signing it, and hopefully we'll hear something concrete tomorrow, and maybe he will be announced possibly on Tuesday. And I hope that will be the case with Aubameyang as well, that he will be announced as well. And this will be a fantastic week. He's a great, strong defender, 6'3", 22 years old. We've got lots of time with this guy, and I believe that Arteta can really make him into a fantastic player. He's left-footed, so we're going to have great balance in the back. We just have to see what formation that Arteta goes for, whether it's going to be, he's going to stick with his trusted 4-3 formation, or he's going to go back to a 4-3-3 formation. Again, we'll have to wait and see. We haven't got much time for a pre-season. We've round the corner. We've got the Charity Cup that's coming up next week, Sunday, on the 29th. So it's not going to have time to bed him in, but I'm sure, as the season rolls on, he will understand what Arteta wants from him. So good news on that front, that Gabriel Magalhaes will be coming to the Arsenal, and that is brilliant and fantastic news. Okay, lastly, and this is just coming from the Mirror, and it's just talking about Arsenal. There's a worry when it comes to Arsenal's depth in terms of the midfield. At the moment, the targets that we want for, let's talk about Dani Ceballos. At the moment, there's a tug of war in terms of trying to get him. Well, I don't know if we're trying to get him on a loan or trying to get him buy him out permanently. Now, I know AC Milan now have come into the running as well. And you know, I don't know what that means. If that means that Real Madrid are gonna play this bidding war or whatever, I don't know. But AC Milan seems to have thrown the towel in as well. When I say throwing the towel in, throwing their interest in with concern to Dani Ceballos, and obviously Thomas Partey is another player that we need, target that we need to get, absolutely need to get. To really make that midfield really strong. You know, I can't trust Torreira and Xhaka. Torreira he's been linked with Torino from Italy and other, you know, clubs interested in him, and I don't know whether he's going to stay or not. But there are clubs out there that want him, and I believe that we would get a decent price for him. So the thing is that Arsenal really need to make sure the building process that Arteta is going for in terms of trying to build a side that can start challenging for the top four. I mean, he came out and there was an interview with Willian, and Willian, you know, told a media outlet that the target is that Arsenal will win the Champions League in 3 years. I don't know what you think. I mean, listen, what I would say, that's very ambitious from Arteta, and I'm glad that he's talking like that. But realistically, I think that we will make the top four if we get the required targets in. Put it in the comments. Do you think what Arteta said about us winning the Champions League in 3 years is a realistic target? What do you think? Do you think we can do it? Or is it more that we will more than likely finish in the top four if we get the targets that we need? Gabriel Magalhaes is literally signed, sealed and delivered. We're just waiting for Aubameyang for that to be announced. If we can get the likes of Usam Uwara or even get Thomas Partey, then does that mean that we will stand a better chance of getting into the top four? Or do you think we will possibly win the Champions League? I mean, that is a big ask, but let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think we can do that? Listen, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next Transfer Daily. Take care.